Today on Santa Monica Update.
Out with the old and in with the new. But what happens when that old item is just too big to throw away? The answer coming up.
Too busy to beat the crowds at the farmers market? Relax, a new program has you covered. I'll explain later.
These stories and more coming up. I'm Gail Choice.
Santa Monica Update, your source for local news in Santa Monica.
Welcome to Santa Monica Update. Topping our show, getting help for the most helpless. The recent cold weather brings with it concern for the city's homeless population. A majority of those living on the streets get shelter, but some of the most at risk stay outside. A new program to identify and get help for this vulnerable population is now underway. Joe McDonald has the details.
According to a recent report, more than 100 homeless people have died in Santa Monica in the past 7 years. Just walk down the promenade or drive down any street and you'll see them setting up shop for the night. Makeshift shelters and bundled bodies dot the city's landscape after dark.
Just looking at the homeless situation before I started working in the homeless community, I really had no idea the depths of the homelessness.
That's a thought shared by many people. City and county officials want to help those who are most in need. They've imported a program that has been successful in helping the chronic homeless in New York City. It's a service registry. Scores of volunteers braved the cold, early morning temperatures to canvass the city with a survey designed to help.
The survey really asks them a series of questions about who they are, where they come from, their physical health, mental health, and substance abuse history, their veteran status, and all of that data is then taken and put into a database that assigns a score to people.
These scores show who is most in danger for dying on the streets. It's currently very cold here in Santa Monica. It's 40 degrees. There are 300 beds available, so anyone out here on the street could find a bed if they wanted to. It's hoped that by identifying the chronic homeless, they can help them get the services that they need.
And we have limited housing and service resources. We want to make sure the people who've really been here the longest and need those services the most and would be least likely to go and get them themselves are who we're reaching.
But that's easier said than done. Due to the sensitive nature, we can't show you the survey process, but out in the field, I witnessed some resistance to volunteers. In many cases, that was overcome with free food and the promise of hope. Volunteers say initial misgivings by those at risk will be worth it if the program yields results.
Get some people off the street in the cycle of homelessness, and then they see it's hope and they can get some help too.
For Santa Monica Update, I'm Joe McDonald.
The 10 people who are in most danger will be given permanent housing and medical services first. When they are settled, attention will be turned to the next 10 most vulnerable, and so on. The database will be continually updated to keep a record of those at risk. A sign of the times at Santa Monica Place. It's now closed for a multi-million-dollar rehab. The owners prefer to call it adaptive reuse. The roof will be lifted off and the mall turned on its head. The food courts will be on top with alfresco dining and ocean views. Shops will be on the 2 lower levels. Construction is slated to begin next month. Macy's department store will stay open, as will the public parking structures. Also closing, but just for a couple of months, is Back on the Beach Cafe. It's being renovated as part of the Annenberg Community Beach House construction project. The beach parking lot 10 North next door will also be closed until mid-May. Until the lot reopens, use Beach Lot 9 North, or you can carpool or ride a bike. The Annenberg Community Beach House is expected to open to the public early next year. To see how it's going, visit their website. Over the past few months, Santa Monica's Solid Waste Division has been working hard to spread the word on the importance of recycling and proper trash disposal. Next on the list, bulky items. These are the items that become everyone's problem when they are dumped in an alley. That's not just a nuisance. Reporter Heather Armstrong points out that it is also illegal.
Without knowing it, you could be breaking the law. Every time you dump your trash in the alley or place massive items in the trash, ones that clearly don't fit, you are doing something illegal. A bulky item is any item too big to fit in the trash. The most common examples and ones most often seen are couches and mattresses.
It is a misdemeanor to dispose of stuff in the alley, not in a can, shall we say. It's a misdemeanor, punishable by a fine of up to $500.
Why the fine? Building materials, auto parts, and hazardous materials are more than just unsightly when left in the alley. They are bad for your health.
Operating on the theory that trash will go to trash, if you put a couch or put something out, the next thing you know, your neighbors will have their couch out, the refrigerator comes out, the mattress, and you've got a pile of stuff. It could be hazardous.
Congested alleys attract debris. They also attract the homeless. It's this combination that keeps city workers from doing their job.
Around here, we got a lot of stray people roaming around and trying to sleep. Because actually, I picked up couches and they're sleeping on them. And I have to wake them up. If they don't wake up, then I have to call my supervisors and they have to call authorities.
Well, it slows you down for one, and then you have to get out of your truck, move it to the side, and get back in your truck, and that takes extra time. And if it's just this alley and not the next alley, then it wouldn't be so bad, but sometimes it's this alley, the next alley, and the next alley. So you put you back about an hour, sometimes longer.
When you throw bulky items in the alley, it's the city workers and residents who pay the price. The obstruction keeps the city workers from doing their job safely and efficiently. And it's a health hazard for residents. For Santa Monica Update, I'm Heather Armstrong.
As you've seen, bulky items are not to be thrown out with the regular trash. If your discarded bulky items hurt your neighbors or damage their property or disrupt traffic flow through the alley, you can be held liable. If you need help with a bulky item, just call Solid Waste and schedule a pickup. Starting just at $25, the fee is cheaper than a fine. It's Art Deco, and the Landmarks Commission voted in favor of landmark designation for the new Wilshire Theater. The building's facade is now protected, so whatever the building becomes in the future, the marquee will remain. The owner of the property has applied for a permit to convert the interior to retail use. Two businesses that are in spaces on either side of the theater lobby are relocating. The new airport park provides soccer fields, an off-leash dog park, and a place to watch planes take off and land. Now it's a place to view art. The park is becoming a showcase for temporary works of art. The first installation is titled Proposition to Fly by a local artist. You'll find it near the park's picnic area. A jury of artists and arts professionals selected a total of 3 works to be placed in the park based on artistic merit and how well it fits with the park site. For more information, visit the Santa Monica Cultural Affairs Division website. Spring is coming. Time to get some great ideas for your garden from your neighbors. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Santa Monica Update. While the air is chilly and the rain is falling, it's time to make plans for your garden. Why not get some ideas that incorporate sustainable designs, practices, and technologies? Go along on the 4th annual Green Gardens Tour. This year's theme, Gardening with Intent, Water Management. The tour benefits the Virginia Avenue Project, a free after-school program using the arts to help kids realize their potential. The tour is in April, but get your tickets now. We've all been there. You're hungry at the desk and you grab a candy bar or a bag of chips to satisfy your cravings. But there's a new produce delivery program offering a healthier option without having to leave your workplace. Reporter Ned Rolsma has more.
What if I told you there was a way to get fresh, organic, locally grown produce delivered straight to the comfortable chaos that is your desk at work? Would you believe me? Well, let me introduce you to the Santa Monica Market Basket Program. Every week, staffers from the Southland Farmers Market Association shop the Santa Monica Farmers Market and handpick the freshest seasonal produce available. The items are assembled into individual baskets and delivered that day. The program keeps you eating healthy at work while promoting a healthy local economy.
And Santa Monica is doing sort of a green business initiative. And one of the components we're hoping to include in a truly green business is the ability to be able to buy locally, sustainably grown California produce at your place of business. We think that would be a wonderful extra added plus for any kind of a greener, sustainable business.
The farmers who supply the goods on sale will benefit from the program as well.
Well, one of the things we like to try to do for the farmers is they drive so far to get here and they work so hard during the week. We thought all along, how can we help them maximize the sales once they're here, rather than make them go to another location or have to do a second or third market. So it's very beneficial to them because the produce for the market baskets, it's pre-ordered. So already they're guaranteed of selling a little more produce. So they can come here, they make the same trip, they drive the same number of miles, but they're selling more produce.
Now to the aspect of the baskets you've been hungry for. What's inside? To make sure that only the finest produce makes it into the basket, coordinator Katie Ricketts scouts the market in search of the best it has to offer.
Hi, thank you. That's a good Fuji apple. To make sure that they're getting great stuff. It's not seconds, it's not the leftover product. This is, the same. I'm shopping alongside with chefs and restaurant openers and stuff like that, and which is fun as well because they give me great ideas for stuff that they're doing, and we'll talk about it. And in return, I'll let people know in our newsletter about different restaurant happenings and stuff. So it's kind of a fun way to be connected to the world of food for people who are involved in this program.
Right now, the program is only dropping baskets at City Hall, but they're ready to expand. So grab a few co-workers and get involved. The Santa Monica Market Basket Program offers the freshest produce available, helping you live a healthier lifestyle and promoting a healthy economy. Eat some greens, save some green, and help Santa Monica's economy make some green. For Santa Monica Update, I'm Ned Rolsma.
If your business is interested in healthier workers, increased productivity, and even higher profits, stop by the Farmers Market and visit the Southland Farmers Market Association booth and sign up now. We're getting greener each semester, but this is not enough. Words from Santa Monica College President Dr. Chuy Sang, seen here announcing his pledge to fight global warming by signing the American College and University President's Climate Commitment. That means SMC will work to achieve climate neutrality as soon as possible. Dr. Sang notes that SMC has already made great strides toward sustainability. In case you haven't looked ahead in your day planner, there is an extra day in the month of February. 2008 is a leap year, so there is a February 29th. And why do we do that anyway? Add a day every 4 years. Find the answer to your question at the SMC Planetarium at a program called Leap Years and the Evolving Calendar. It's on, February 29th. And that's it for this edition of Santa Monica Update. I'm Gail Choice. For all of us at CityTV, thank you for watching.